He came into my life, took my hand, and I breathed him. Loving him so completely is just a side effect of being so fiercely connected. It's involuntary. I didn't have to try to love him or imagine myself with him for the rest of my life. The moment he took my hand, it was clear. With just one look in those amber eyes, I knew I was where I was meant to be. At that very moment, I was his. Being Damon's didn't feel like a new adventure or some task. It was like coming home to a place I never knew was waiting for me. It was coming to grips with our connection that made my life change. I'm not the type to believe in bullshit fairy tales, but I do believe in what's tangible. I believe in what I can see and touch, and what I have with my big man is real. It's raw and so damn powerful that it took my miserable ass and shook me down to the frame, leaving me stripped and ready to rebuild. 4 months ago, he came walking into my life, and I had no idea what was ahead of me. Before Damon, I was alone in every sense of the word. We both went out on a limb to give our relationship a shot. Relationships were an unexplored frontier for me, but I was ready to map it out with Damon. Damaged or not, he was worth the risk. Given our respective histories filled with loss and disappointment, making a go of it was more difficult than I could have imagined. My big man endured so much at the hands of a father who made his disdain for his own child no secret. Edward went out of his way to punish Damon at every turn. He drilled so many insults into Damon's head that he began to believe that he was responsible for a mother who gave him up, a car accident that wasn't really his fault, and my formative years spent homeless and struggling. My love has a way of focusing on all the negative parts of our past, whereas I just wish he could understand how much he's meant to me, how much he saved me. It was Damon who recognized how important the bookstore was to me, and Damon who saved the store that spared me from homelessness over 7 years ago. He was there when I found Captain on his living room floor. He was there in the hospital when I said goodbye to the man who was like a father to me. Captain was a crotchety old bastard, but he was mine. And watching him slip away in that hospital bed destroyed the heart I didn't think I had. Damon stood watch as I mourned. While the initial burn of heartache has waned, I still ache for Captain, and Damon sees me through it. He always has. Finding out that Damon has carried the burden of guilt all these years has only made my heart of stone a little softer. I don't believe that a man who has done so much for me and for Grams could possibly be responsible for the car accident that ruined 4 lives. The way he loves me and soothes the ache inside me, the way he thinks carefully about what's best for me and my future, all proof that he isn't capable of hurting me. I nearly lost him to a web of lies and blame, but I refused to let him be the only one doing all the saving. He pulled me from that car, but I pulled him from his own tangled wreckage of guilt. Edward was wrong. He never should have shifted the blame to Damon. I was wrong. I never should have walked away from him when I realized that my familiarity to him was because of our interlaced history. I should have allowed him to explain. I didn't, and nearly losing him was the punishment I deserved. Enduring weeks upon weeks with zombie Damon as my companion was difficult. I wanted to give up so many times, but I just couldn't. I clung hard to the life preserver that was my stubborn will, and it paid off. I brought him back from the prison of guilt that he locked himself in. We've come a long way in a disarmingly short amount of time, but nothing has felt more right. I've never been happier than the day, 3 weeks ago, that he walked me through the house he intends on sharing with me. He stood there, in our new home, and asked me to be his wife. His wife! Forever! Seeing the inscription